comment is from Tommy Castillo.
Big up, Tommy.
He says, this video has showed me that a lot of fans are not ready to be a big club. I think he's talking about maybe an update we did. He says, the fanfare about Archie Gray and Lucas is ridiculous. Lucas has done nothing except run around and get yellow cards. Archie at this point is a B-Tech Phil Neville. Let's be honest, just because you could pass 5 yards left and right does not make you a good player. It goes back to Thomas Frank. Once they came into the midfield, we started losing games. That's the reality. I'm not saying they can't be good players, but I am saying is that this weird obsession with these two is ridiculous. What did we build this big stadium for Archie Gray, for Lucas Bergvall? If that's the case, then we should have just stood in the old White Hart Lane. I want ready now players. I'm ready to win.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't see.
Are we too obsessed with Gray and Bergvall, or do we rate them too highly?
I mean, I don't think we do. I think we both recognise that they're not ready to start for Spurs yet, but they both have big futures. As much as I would like them to stay, I'm not going to be that angry if they leave, because it would mean that we're getting better players in to fill their roles who are more ready to make an impact now. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think we're hell-bent on both of them staying. We're just excited for their future.
Yeah, I think he's being a bit disingenuous in terms of what they've done since they come to the club. They have shown big moments. They've been a lot better than what he's saying at times. But obviously, when it is young players, what young players are known for is inconsistency, and it can take a long time to build that consistency up. We've seen great performances, especially from Bergvall, who's been outstanding in some games, but then he's been out of sorts in others. Gray, there was a period in game where he was literally carrying us. I mean, not to say we got many points at that period, but he was the only one in the team actually putting in good performances, and he's played in multiple different positions. So, yeah, look, B-Tech Phil Neville. Phil Neville was a very good player in his day. If he turned out to be as good as Phil Neville, he would have turned out to be a decent player. I'm not even joking. So, I think. Look, he's being harsh on them, but I understand that the frustration, like everyone's clamouring for these players to stay and we don't want to sell them. They're the future of the club, but at the end of the day, them playing as regularly as they have done is part of the reason we were 17th twice, and that's just the truth. So I'm also wanting more ready-made players and ready to win now. But I would like them to stay and develop at Tottenham and become the players we want them to be. But if we get good fees for them and we get more ready-made players to make so the club can achieve more, I'm also for that as well.
At the end of the day, you need to take care of your future and your present. Buying these players take care of the future regardless, because either you sell them for big money or you develop them into big players. So either or is taking care of the future or helping us develop the future. And the signings that we're signing, like a Mathys, like a Tonali, is taking care of the here and now. So you need to focus on both.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I think I want them to stay, but on our terms. I don't want them to stay on their terms. Mm-hmm. If they're staying only on the condition they're playing this amount and blah, 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 okay, then go and we'll get the fee that we want. But if you want to stay on our terms, then I'm happy to keep them.
Yeah.
Bouncy by Blank says, Ben in every update. If De Zerbi likes him, if De Zerbi doesn't rate him, whatever De Zerbi thinks.
100%. Follow De Zerbi to the top.
Not even denying it.
100%. Whatever De Zerbi wants, De Zerbi should be getting.
Can Ben go an update without saying if De Zerbi likes him, if De Zerbi doesn't rate him, whatever De Zerbi thinks?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. De Zerbi is the man at the helm. De Zerbi knows what he wants. De Zerbi knows what's right for this football club. And I'll say it again. If De Zerbi doesn't rate him, he can go.
But could De Zerbi be wrong?
He's the manager. Of course he can be wrong. And he's just human at the end of the day. But we need to
could he do something you don't agree with?
He could do. I didn't want to sell Vuskovic. And we sold him. But because that's what De Zerbi wants, that's what De Zerbi should get.
Cold summer GTY says, Mathys Tel was pivotal in our survival, by the way. Amazing player in 1v1, great on set pieces, goal threat, and has bags of self-confidence, as shown when we were rock bottom. He was a shining light. That's what that was. So that was off the back of us discussing whether we should sell Tel or not.
I think shining light is a bit much. I think he provided for us in some moments. I still think he's a very raw talent that has got a big future ahead of him. But again, it's very similar to the likes of Bergvall, Gray, Vuskovic, these kind of guys. Like, this is not where we're at right now. We're looking to build a team for the here and now, and I just don't think Tel's there just yet.
I think similar to Lucas, Bergvall and Gray, I think Tel can. I want Tel to stay. I think he's a talented player, but he has to stay on our terms. You have to. I realise we're going to be signing this player, that player. So if you want to stay, we'll for that and fight for your place and stay. We want you to stay because you're a talent and we need competition. But if you're feeling like you're not going to get the game time and you don't back yourself to get it, then fine, we'll get a good fee for you. That's just reality. But I think he's gone a bit overboard about how good he was. But I do think there are elements of truth for it. I do think he, set pieces we didn't talk about last time. He was very good at set pieces, those true. Corners. And I think in that period when he was, in Deserby 7 games, I thought more often than not he was one of our brightest attackers. And although it was, our attackers weren't, but he was still doing a lot more than other players were doing, and he was playing good. I think he was good for most of those games.
I think he looked a lot better because everyone else was so crap.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe if everyone else was better, he would have been better. You know what I mean? Because he was carrying a lot of these players a lot of the time, the attack at times. Husuk K says, I don't like Kudus. I blocked that guy on Insta.
Right. You should not be saying stuff like that out in the open. There are people in this live chat that watch this channel that will come for you. Sim felt the wrath of it last season. One bad thing about Kudus.
Yeah, you don't say anything bad about Kudus, man.
Do not say anything bad about Kudus.
He has, he's got an army behind him, believe you me. But why would you block him? What's wrong with Kudus anyway? What's not to like about Kudus?
Yeah, I love Kudus.
Why would you block him on Insta? Why do you not like him?
I'm sure Kudus is losing a lot of sleep over it.
He's gutted. If anyone could shed some light, why would you not like Kudus? Anyway, Noir Fan 84 says, "LOL, you lot will literally hype anything. You could only laugh at this point. A few workout stretches and you're drooling."
We've been starving, man. We've been starving.
It's been months in Spurs content. Come on.
Not just Spurs content. This is the new De Zerbi era. First full season of Roberto De Zerbi. Plus, we're spending the cash. Come on. Of course, we're going to be drooling over every single stretch. If you weren't
drooling, are you proper Spurs? That's
Probably
what I got
not.
a question. Come on, back in the gym. It's day one of this is the real De Zerbi era coming into full. Last year wasn't the real De Zerbi era. That was just him doing everything he can to save us. But this is where the De Zerbi era really starts. And that was day one. Come on. Once you see some training sessions with the football, it's going to go into overdrive.
Yeah, where is day 2? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, day 2 hasn't been released yet. Release day 2. # release day 2. Yeah, well, you're always going to be on the lookout. I'm sure some stuff will come out. Next up is from THFC HT. Says, Lankshear is a natural goal scorer similar to Kane at the same age. We nearly sold Kane, so don't nearly make another mistake.
Don't nearly sell Lankshear.
Yeah, don't sell Lankshear. Trust me, I know these things. COYS since 1957.
I agree.
He says he knows these things.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Did you foresee Kane, THFC HT?
I think Kane is a natural. I think Lankshear is a natural goal scorer. I think he's modelled a lot of his game on Harry Kane. I think you can clearly see that. What he did last year was fantastic for Oxford. And like I keep saying, I would not be against him being part of the first team next season. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, it's hard to say right now whether he's good enough for that. But I think right now you're seeing a lot of interest in him. you're seeing he seems to be progressing nicely in his career, going from the academy, scoring bucket loads of goals, a lot of talk about him. Now he's gone to the championship and got a decent goal return as well. So that shows development, that shows an ability to play men's football and step up to that level of football from the academy. Because I think the hardest thing to do for any player is going from the academy to any level of men's football, whether at League One, League Two, doesn't matter. That's always the big step. That's really when you know whether they're going to sink or swim.
He made the seamless step.
And I mean, West Brom was difficult, but Oxford, he's done really well. So I'm very interested to see what we do with him pre-season. I want to take a look at him. Maybe we'll look at him and say, actually, you could do with a Prem loan. Does he go back to a higher championship team, or do we keep him around? It's going to be very interesting.
I'll tell you what, though, you said West Brom was difficult, and yeah, fine, he didn't get the goal return, which was maybe expected.
Well, starts were hard to come by, I think.
But I remember, yeah, it's true, but I remember seeing rave reviews from West Brom fans. They really liked him.
I think at the start, yeah, but then he was picked less and less, wasn't he?
True.
But yeah, I think I remember at the start, everyone was saying, wow, this guy, he's got great hold-up play. And they were loving him at the beginning. I remember that, it's true. So yeah, Lankshear is going to be very interesting because, yeah, if we believe, this guy, even with game time in all competitions, he could get between 5 and 10 goals, and it's worth keeping him around.
Agreed.
100%. Haifong says Morgan Rogers for 80 million plus Bergvall. That's what we said, isn't it?
I swear we were just talking about that like half an hour ago.
Yeah, 8 million plus Bergvall. I think put the money on the table, put the bid in, and see what they say, see what they come back with, and see if there's any movement there, because that's surely a bid that would tempt them. That's a bid that's worth it for us as well, I think. Yeah,
absolutely. I'll take that in a heartbeat. That just makes the Bergvall signing just worth it just for that.
100%. If it means could facilitate Rodgers. Look, I think at the moment Rodgers is a bit of a pipe dream, but Tonali was a pipe dream before the season started, so you never know. Casey says, I just want Rodgers for the Gabby Bonholm meltdown. It would be the meltdown of all meltdowns. Do it, Spurs.
You know what? That would be pure cinema. I would love to see that happen with what he's been saying over the past couple of weeks. It would be just sensational content, man. Please do it, Tottenham.
It would be absolutely phenomenal. Come on, get it
beg.
Done. Gus Teenman says, to be fair, Krupi and Rodgers fits what De Zerbi said he wanted, a striker and a left winger that can play across the front line. Is that what he said he wanted? Or is that just what's been said that he wants?
I don't remember him saying that specifically. But if that's what he wants, it would fit the mould.
I mean, I think players that are versatile can play different positions. He probably like attackers as well. I'm sure he would like that. And obviously Krupi fits that. Rodgers would definitely fit that as well. And also that protects you a bit from injuries, because it means that if you don't have specific players, those players can fill in different positions. I would love Krupi and Rodgers. I mean, that would just be two of the best signings we could make. But
so, I mean, if you got Krupi, Rodgers and Savinho, like 2-3 very versatile players in the forward line, that would be fantastic.
That would be unbelievable. And then if you sell Richarlison, I mean, that, and then you've got so many different quality players in different positions there.
Yeah.
JC Staywise says, don't sell Jed. We have at least 5 players that should go before he goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not wrong. We do have about 5, maybe more players that can go or should go before him. But if you get a very good bid, you can't just wait for these other players to go. You're going to sell him. And if he doesn't fit the mould and the model that De Zerbi wants, there we go again with what De Zerbi wants stuff. But then we should get big money for him.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree. He shouldn't be like a priority sale. Like, I think we should be forcing him out. But if a bid comes in, I think we should definitely consider it. I don't know if we should be like flogging him out to places and trying to see if we can get any interest. I think I'm happy for him to be in the squad. But if clubs come in for him, yeah, well, I don't think the line should be he's definitely not for sale.
I've always said, like, nobody should be safe. If you can upgrade in any position or get a better profile for what you're trying to do in that specific position, nobody should be safe. Spencer's a very good player. Don't get me wrong, he is a very good player. But if we can get someone that is more the profile that De Zerbi wants, and you can get good money for Spence and there's interest there, then do the deal.
100%. But that's all the comments.
All right, big up to all of you out there commenting. Keep going, because we'll be reacting to more comments later on this week. But